It's the 17th of February 2015, and I'm catching up with Dale Jackson at the Chinese New Year at the University of Plymouth, celebrating the Chinese New Year in its 4th year there.
Thank you very much, Marilyn, and good evening, everyone. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor at Plymouth University, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the celebrations, a week of celebrations of Chinese New Year with Plymouth University. I'd like to offer a special welcome to our guests from Plymouth City Council and from the Chamber of Commerce, and of course to Miss Panda, our other special guest, all the way from China. Plymouth University is very proud to host Chinese New Year celebrations again this year. We first established these celebrations 4 years ago, and this has now become an established part of the university's calendar. It's enjoyed by Chinese students and staff, but also by staff and students from many different cultures and many different parts of the world. And if you look around the audience tonight, you will see that. Our Chinese community is an important part of our community of staff and students. We have more than 600 Chinese students studying at the university. All our international students come to study with a world-class UK university and to experience our rich culture, history and heritage here in the UK and here in Plymouth. But this is not a one-way street. All staff and students also appreciate the opportunity to learn about other parts of the world. Celebrating Chinese New Year gives us a great opportunity to do so. And I hope for all of you to have some fun as well. This forthcoming Chinese New Year is the year of the goat, or is it the Chinese year of the sheep? There seems to be some debate about which animal is correct, or maybe they both are. Of course, when I'm faced with a dilemma like this, I turn to that one source that you absolutely, students, are not allowed to use, which is Wikipedia. And Wikipedia says that the Chinese word yang refers both to goats and sheep. However, there seems no doubt about the qualities of those who will be born this coming year. The qualities of those born in the year of the goat, or maybe we should call them goaties. They're to be calm, gentle, creative, thoughtful, kind, persevering, frank and honest. Their lucky numbers will be 2 and 7, and their favourite colours will be brown and red. There won't be another year of the goat until 2027. This year, our Chinese New Year celebrations have a number of sponsors, and without those sponsors, this event and the events during the week could not take place. So I'd just like to acknowledge those sponsors. So our sponsors this year are Clever Student Lets, Drake's Accommodation, Plymouth Self-Storage, International Student Advisory Service and Plymouth University International College. And I'd like everyone to just take a moment to give all our sponsors a round of applause, please. I'd also like to acknowledge all of the work that's gone into organising tonight's event and the events during the week. And these have been organised by Year 2 BSc Events Management students, who you may already have met, under the supervision of Richard Parkman from the Faculty of Business. And again, I'd just like you to take a moment to give them a round of applause. This is the first of our events in this special week, and is a networking event, as you've heard, with lots of opportunities for discovery. The events tonight include fortune telling, lantern painting, authentic Chinese board games, the raffle, and much more. So I hope you will enjoy those activities, and it just remains for me to formally welcome you all to this event on Week of Celebrations, and to wish you all a very happy Chinese New Year. 新年快乐. Thank you. 谢谢.
Hello, hello Chris.
Hello.
Here I am at the Chinese New Year at Plymouth University, and I've been asked back from last year, which was very successful, to do the fortune telling for the night for their event, their networking event, and it's the year of the sheep. The pretty sheep, who's very creative, characteristic.
I used to talk to the sheep.
Well, the year of the sheep
when I was
is...
Mountain Rescue.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, of course. It's for... the pretty sheep is the characteristic of this particular animal, who can really be very quite coquettish, wind people around the little finger. It's a very feminine sign, and it's very creative, and they're very good at art and creativity, and wouldn't hurt anybody, and would want to help all sorts of people just for and keep harmony and keep nice and peaceful. And it's the pretty sheep. And also they're quite lucky as sheep, because in their lives they get things given, or they get windfalls now and again that come out of the blue. So it's quite lucky to be a sheep. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to do the Chinese fortune telling with the coins, the I Ching coins, or I Ching. And this is the book I've had for about 40 years. And it tells you what to do when you throw the coins. You have to throw the coins and get... You throw the coins, heads or tails come up. And then you have a look, you write a question down on a piece of paper. What effect will this next 12 months have on my future in terms of success in work, for instance? So if we take that as a very broad question, so we then throw the coins 1, 2, 3 times. So we've got three tails. That's this line here. So we write that down, and it's got a dot, which means it's a changing line. So I do that for the line, and it's a changing line, so it changes to that. Now you do this 6 times. Whoops. For the question. Right, so now we've got a head and 2 tails. So we've got that one. So we've got a broken line there and a broken line there. This is going to make two trigrams. We've got it again, so we've got a head and 2 tails. So we've got a head and 2 tails. So we've got another broken line. So that's the first trigram. We do that another 3 times, because that will give us what's here. So this first one is a line on the bottom, which is that one. So we've got Chen, and then it changes to 3 broken lines. So here we're looking at for 3 here, on there. So that's on. Right, next 3 you do is right, 3 tails. So that's that one. Sorry, that one there, 3 tails. So that's with a dot. So that's a changing line. So that's that changing to that. We do that one more time. 2 more times. And then we're going to get an answer to the question about work. So we've got 3 of these. So that's another changing line. So that's there and there. So that's 1 trigram. 1 more. Is that a change? That's a changing line. So that actually wants to be a broken line. That's 2. Sorry. And then we've got 2, 3 tails again. So we've got that one again. So we've got a line changing to a broken line. So that's the top trigram. So then we look up these trigrams. So the next one we look up is 3 lines. That's Chien there. So it's Chen and Chien. So that one then is, we look at the bottom one first, Chen. We come across here till we find Chien. Chen, Chen. So that's number 25. You bring that across and that down, and you get number 25 as your answer. Changing to the top one is 3 broken lines. So we want. You can see that. You see, I'm not. I don't know this in my head, which some people very cleverly do. We've got Kun again. So we've got. So then we've got Kun there and Kun there. We bring them together. Number 2. So the answer to the question, what effect will it have on the future, career and business? We look at number 25 first of all. So we find 25. Innocence, this says. So it gives you the Chinese philosophy of what that's all about. The innocence and the attitude to adopt is one of innocence, and examining the motives and will they cause a problem. And then for work you get a paragraph down here somewhere for business. Your instincts should be developed and modified in the direction of nature, natural goodwill. I'm reading this upside down. So it gives you an answer, and then you look for the powerful line, which is the bottom one here. So they go to this and it says, acting with integrity and spontaneity will bring you success. You may trust your instincts because there is goodness in your heart. Good fortune is willed. So that's a kind of guidance for you that you're on the right track. Now it changes in the future to number 2. So that's the present. And then you go to number 2.
It all seems very complicated, Dan.
Yeah, it is complicated, but this will give you a direction. You see, number 2 here, and it says natural response, the receptive. So this will basically tell you that if you listen to others and be natural in your responses, you will get the feedback, you will get the responses that are right for you, and that if you're in tune with that and you trust your instincts, you know you'll be on the right course and that there'll be good fortune for you in the future. So it's kind of a Chinese philosophy, which is the way, the Tao, and that is, you're part of everything around you, so you've got to feel part of the harmony of what's going on around you to feel that you're on the right path. So that's it in very simple terms. But we're just doing 7 minutes on this for each person in the university that wants to come up and do this. So we've got a little timesheet here for people to come and have a reading.
And it's your second year here.
It's my second year here. They were very pleased with last year. I did about 56 people in one night, in one day yesterday, last year. It was really, really very exhausting for me. Anyway, this year they've just asked me to do the evening. Now I've got alternatives if they don't want to do the I Ching. We can do, I can look at the book for the Chinese characters according to the Western astrology as well. So we've got all the years for which year you're born in, and it tells you whether you're a sheep, an ox, a rat, and so on. So people might want to know that. So we refer to the book for that and have a little talk about that. And then, if they don't want to do all that, we can do the Dale Jackson way, of course, with the astrology, where we can have a look at the Western astrology and see. Trying to find some colours in my old book. Of course, the colours are all in. Where we look across, the. Where are we now? We look across and see whatever year it is we're doing, and we look across at where the planets are on that particular day. And so I'm going to be looking at that if people want to know that. And failing all that, they can have a little bit of palmistry if they want to, or they can also have 3 cards, which we'll do a sort of past, present and future. And I'll tell you what, we've got the lovers here, so it's good for relationships. And of course, we've just had Valentine's Day, and then we were in Aquarius now, so we've got the water bearer, breaking through into new areas, and broadening horizons, and thinking outside the box. And then we've got money coming in, and the road, the chariot, and money. Coins all over the card, so that would be a good little reading for somebody to just have a bit of fun with the cards. So we've got a lovely good love life picture with Cupid. We've got a big world out there for you to explore, and we've got gold coins coming in on the forward journey. So that's how we're going to do it tonight, just little quick readings where I use the tarot, of course, and my fans will know what we do with the tarot, the Dale Jackson way. The I Ching is a new thing. I don't think we've had the I Ching out there, I Ching or I Ching. Someone will tell me how that's pronounced properly here tonight. I'm sure some of the Chinese will put me right on that one. But it's a bit of fun for tonight for this event, which is networking at Plymouth University, and what is on offer for businesses, small businesses, and what the university can offer in terms of people's progress and career and what they want to do, I believe. And there's music, I believe. There might be a lion dance with the lion, fabulous lion dancing, and there's food as well, Chris. So if you want, I think there'll be food available later on, and the music. And there's a compere, lovely Chinese lady who's going to explain to everybody what's going on. So I'm here having a good time doing quick fortunes for those that are interested. But for the Year of the Sheep, everybody, it's saying Happy New Year.
Well,
Happy Chinese New Year.
Sounds great night. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dale.
Do you know your birthday sign? You're in your astrology. What year were you born?
October 25th.
October 25th. What year?
1993.
1993. So I'm going to have a look here. 1993. 1993. Here we are, 1993. I've got you here. So in the Chinese calendar, you will be a monkey. Is that right? Rooster. You're a rooster. Can you find it on here?
1993. I'm from this.
Oh, I've got the. Oh yes, I looked at the wrong line. There, that's it. Rooster. Very good. So the rooster, in the Chinese way of describing, is someone who likes to strut their stuff. You know, they like to be out and about, and of course you've taken the first step here tonight. So you like to be heard, and early in the morning we hear the rooster. So you like to say, "Here I am," and you like to attract a lot of attention. So that's what they say about the rooster. Now, this year is the Year of the Sheep. And the sheep people are that's the pretty creative types. The rooster like to be out there in front, and they like to take the initiative, which is what you did when you came here. Now, that's one part of this. The next part is, would you like to have a question on the I Ching? Would you like to ask a question? Now, if you can write your question down, you have to write the question you might want, but not so that it has a yes or a no answer. You have to write a question that is, what effect will this have on me, whatever the question is. So that if it's about your love life or your work life, so what effect will this partnership or relationship have on my good luck in the future? So you write that question down, and then we'll throw the coins and see what we can find out. Okay? So you write it, my darling. You have to write it. You can write it in Chinese or whatever language you want to write it in. Yes? What effect will so have on me or my future? Okay, right, now I'll have this this one now, thank you. The next thing you have to do is take the 3 coins. Have you done this before?
No.
All right. So it's first time for a Chinese person.
Yeah.
So you shake the coins and drop them. And then we have a look whether it's heads or tails. I'll have a look. And then we look at this and we need 6 times so that we get some lines. Yes. So you shake the coins 6 times.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got tails. I've got 2 tails and a head, so we've got the first line is like this. Okay, now again.
Thank you.
Shake the coins. Okay. So now we've got 2 heads and a tail. So now we've got. Oh no, that's okay. Okay. Again. 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 Okay. So we've got it. Again.
Come on, lucky money.
So I've got it again.
No.
One more time.
Tomorrow.
Now, what we do, we look now on this side, so that I've got. So now we've got some. So the answer to your question is number 28. And this says that the time now is critical mass for the answer to your question. And we will look at this line here. So it says, look to those who are modest in attitude or are beginning. I can't read upside down.
No. Beginner themselves.
Yes, to help you in your endeavours. So if you read that, it will give you the answer to your question. Does that make any sense to you? And then read that one. You can now find within yourself strength and vision to achieve a successful outcome. Okay, so that's good news, isn't it? That's good. So this is what the number is 28. If you look up in the Chinese I Ching yourself, is it I Ching or I Ching? How do you pronounce it?
What do you mean?
This I Ching.
Oh, yeah.
I Ching. I Ching. Is that the correct pronunciation? The I Ching. It means the book of change. It's about the Tao. Is the Tao the way? But these trigrams here give you this answer to your question. So that will tell you that there's some good fortune to answer your question, and that you've got to look at how you feel and respond to it. Okay. Now, would you like to look at some astrology for English? English astrology?
Yes.
What year were you born?
1993.
1993.
Yeah.
The month?
October.
October. I'm going to show you now what goes on in October. October 1993. The sun is here. The sun. And the date in October, the 25th. Okay. Scorpio. That's what you are, Scorpio. Okay. So the 25th of October here, and then it shows that you're going to Scorpio. So that means you're a water sign. And that's very deep and deeply emotional. But it's good for the rooster. The rooster Scorpio is very good, isn't it? Because it's, you know, all or nothing. And then you've got your moon sign here is in Aquarius. So we're in Aquarius now at this time of the year. So this means you like to be a little bit different. You don't like to be the same as everybody else. And then you've got Mercury. So this is for languages and communicating. And that's also in the sign of Scorpio. So it's saying you can be quick to pick up languages and communicate with people. And then we get love and passion, Venus and Mars. So on the 25th, we've got Venus in the sign of Libra. So you seek harmony in relationships. You want harmony and peace in relationships. And then we've got Mars in Scorpio. That's very sexy. It's a good life there. And then you've got Jupiter in Libra. So you'll be very good with business and with law. If you like fairness and justice, fair things, you like things to be fair, you like to do things by rules, you like to do things in harmony and agreement. You're good at arbitration, you're good at getting agreements with people. And we've got Saturn in Aquarius, on the 25th, there. So that placing means that you've got a very sensible head on your shoulders. You like responsibility. You can get responsibility. And then Uranus in Capricorn again. It means that even when there's chaos, you can, in life when everything is upside down, you can use your head and be very sensible and take the initiative. And you're a sensible girl. And then we've got Neptune in Capricorn, so you have two planets there in Capricorn and 20. So it means you're very sensible and you'll stay on the course to get to where you're going. You can stay on the path to get you to your goal. And that's very, very good. And then we've got Pluto in Scorpio, which is also your sun sign. And that means that you will have a great focus to achieve what you want to do. And then you're heading in life for foreign travel, Sagittarius. So the world is your oyster, and you're on the other side of the world. Are you British?
No, I'm Chinese.
You've come from China to Britain, yes. But it shows that you will travel, and with that placing here, this one, it means that you'll have world travel in your lifetime, and might be with your occupation, with your work. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you.